Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Friday, July 28th, 2023. Here's what's happening today in America. More Trump indictments coming. GDP up. California tax revenues down. And old versus new D.C. leadership. It's coming up. Then Bill will be here with your message of the day. But first, Trump indictment latest. A new one coming about the classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Special counsel Jack Smith has added a new charge. The new indictment alleges that Donald Trump had a 24-minute phone call with an employee, Carlos de Oliveira. 2 days later, Carlos went to the security guard booth where surveillance video is displayed on monitors, walked with a flashlight through the tunnel where the storage room was located, and observed and pointed out surveillance cameras. After that, he went to a small room called the audio closet and talked to someone about deleting security camera footage because, quote, the boss wanted the server deleted. De Oliveira is charged with lying to federal investigators as well. The GDP grew last quarter 2.4%, beating the expectations of 2% growth. But we're still in this territory where good news is bad news, where a growing economy, good, means more inflation, bad, which means more Federal Reserve interest rates hikes possibly coming. The stock market finally had a day where it lost some value, broke the winning streak of 13 days of gains. People are moving out of California. We all know that. No state has experienced a larger loss of tax income, tax revenue, than California. The state has lost $340 million in tax revenue because of people, and mostly rich people, moving out, and it's only getting worse. After COVID, the rich, especially in Silicon Valley, realized they don't have to live in California, at least not for more than half the year. Florida saw an increase of $12.4 billion in tax revenue in the same year. Dianne Feinstein was at a Senate hearing, and she was called to vote and say aye. She instead started to give a whole speech, and she had to awkwardly be told, just say aye. She's 90. This right after Mitch McConnell had a episode freezing at the podium just yesterday. He's 81. What are we doing with these octogenarians? But here's the next generation of leadership. Congresswoman Nancy Mace from South Carolina was at a prayer breakfast. She went to the podium and said, I woke up this morning at 7, was getting picked up at 7:45. Patrick, my fiance, tried to pull me by my waist over this morning in bed. And I was like, no, baby, we don't got time for that this morning. I got to get to the prayer breakfast. As Steve D said, this party can't even pander properly anymore. Bill O'Reilly with your message of the day. Next.
Introducing term life insurance from Term Provider. Home to Big Lou, the life insurance guru. Big Lou specializes in finding affordable term life insurance for individuals with health conditions. Even if you are a 50-year-old guy with a few extra pounds and type 2 diabetes, you can secure $1 million worth of coverage for just $200 per month. Big Lou's team has assisted thousands like you overcoming the belief that term life insurance is unaffordable. Whether you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or suffer from high blood pressure, Big Lou will work to find you a suitable plan. Remember, Big Lou understands your situation. He's on medication too. So contact Big Lou, 800-444-9336, or visit biglou.com for affordable term life insurance, 800-444-9336. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Did you see Senator Mitch McConnell freeze in front of the TV cameras the other day? I mean, literally freeze. Something's very wrong. And not with just the Senate minority leader. Senator Dianne Feinstein of California can't even walk down the hall. And a bunch of other powerful elected elderly folks are also in their cups. But by far the most concerning senior citizen in the country is President Biden. The strategy now is pretty much limit him to 2 canned speeches a week and multiple naps. We report his event schedule every day, and there's usually little on it. Wednesday, for example, he did a podcast with a guy named Jay Shetty. And that's it. Cognitive decline is a fact of life, but when it befalls powerful people, folks can get hurt. I don't believe Joe Biden understands what's happening on the border. in the economy, or even with his son Hunter. That is plenty scary. Mr. Biden is cloistered by his ambitious wife and White House personnel. No one can evaluate what's happening in the executive branch. No one. He will only do cupcake interviews, hello NBC News, and avoids any clarifying because he simply can't clarify. This is a disaster. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. Myrna Davis, Fishers, Indiana. So Hunter Biden owes $1 million in taxes. Well, the next time Joe Biden tells everyone to pay your fair share should be laughed to the ends of the earth. Of course, that's pay your fair share stuff's gone for Joe Biden now. And remember that Hunter Biden didn't pay taxes on $1.5 million, and they're calling him the sugar brother, the lawyer from California, Morris. He picked up all of that. And I think he's picking up Hunter's law bills now, too. The grift continues. Rich Keir, Seaford, New York, out here on Long Island. Every day, you tell your audience, O'Reilly, to email if you wish to opine. This is my third attempt as the first to receive no acknowledgement. My question is, do you think any of Biden's protectors, especially in Congress, will ever tire of covering for him? Number one, we get thousands of letters, Rich. So, the odds of getting it read are very slim. We still want everybody to try, and I read them, but not an easy gig. Number two, no, it's not about protecting Biden. It's protecting the Democratic Party and the progressive movement. But they're never going to stop doing that, ever. Tom Keithley, Newport News, Virginia. Why doesn't the committee just subpoena Hunter Biden to testify and get his answers on a record? Tom, you know why. You have to know why. Hunter Biden take the fifth, right? Lynn Bacchus, Star Valley Ranch, Wyoming. I bet you that's a beautiful place. I, too, am a simple man. However, like you, I can discern fact from fiction. That's because you want to, Lynn. Many, many millions and millions and millions of Americans do not want to discern fact from fiction. They like to live in the fictional world. In a moment, something you might not know. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped 20%, and this year could be worse. You are right to be worried. So please call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I have been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD GOLD to 65532. Again, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. The average American gains between 2 and 5 pounds during the summer. Popular items on the summertime menu, hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, all are going to put a little flesh on you. Favorite dessert, of course, ice cream. More than 1.4 billion gallons of ice cream is sold in the USA every year, generating $15 billion in revenue. The industry directly employs 26,000 workers in all 50 states. Now, the history of ice cream dates back to 2nd century BC, when Roman soldiers mixed snow and honey. Today, there are more than 600 varieties in the USA alone. Despite all the option, America's favorite flavors have remained the same since the first ice cream shop opened in 1774. Favorite flavors for Americans: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Around the world, though, ice cream is employed differently. Japan, folks mix milk with sticky rice and green tea. The result is a chewy treat the size of a golf ball. For Italians, it's all about gelato. The recipe uses whole milk instead of heavy cream. The result, gelato, is actually healthier than ice cream. In Israel, ice cream is mixed with sesame seeds, walnuts, and honey. With cows in short supply over there, folks in the Middle East use goat milk. The Bavarians in Germany enjoy a treat called Süßnudel, German for sweet pasta. Vanilla ice cream is pressed through a pasta maker, then covered in strawberry jelly. When finished, the dish resembles spaghetti and tomato sauce. Oh, I don't know about that. Finally, a growing trend in the top restaurants is the use of ice cream with classic French ingredients. If you plan on visiting Paris this summer, popular ice cream flavors include lobster tail, duck liver, caviar, snails, and of course, blue cheese. Not for me. I'll have a Swiss almond, please. Now this. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.